Hey guys, we are now live. Yeah. Alright. Alright. What's going on, Instagram?
What's value?
Our 5 friends, but we're gonna have a lot more Instagram friends soon.
What's up, IG? Ill since birth.
Hey, what's going on, world? Alright, we're gonna kick it off now. Welcome to War and Peace 2-0. It's you, your host, Doug B. Got my brother right here, Good Guy Ike. We also got Ill Since Birth.
Ill since birth, what up?
Boy, straight to the Watchmen, baby. Holla at your boy.
Sakazama, of course. You know what time it is. Second time back.
Come here.
What's going on?
Yeah, coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas, the great Alamo City, man. We here. Thank you all for all those who are taking and tuning in right now. Definitely appreciate you. Sakazama, you got some stuff to talk to us about, man. What's going
Well,
on with
first
you?
of all, let me just say appreciate everybody for the feedback that y'all gave to
Yes.
us on the first video,
Yes.
on the first audio that came out. We appreciate all that. Keep doing what you're doing. Let them know we coming. We gonna not stop doing this. So
Yeah, and I just want to say thank y'all for your support. You know, I know the audio was bad and the video was bad. The first ones I did it. You know, I'll take the blame for that, but y'all showed love. So we're going to show love back and give y'all what you
Yes.
need. You know what I mean?
Sure.
God bless you all.
Appreciate you, absolutely. And honestly, when it comes to feedback, good, bad, it's all appreciated. So yeah, we only gonna get better from here. You know, we have a team, little army that we're building up right now, and yeah, it's only gonna get better from here, man. It's gonna get funnier, it's gonna get more raw, it's gonna get more honest. You gonna laugh, you gonna cry on this podcast. It's war and peace and all in between. And again, live from the 2-0, so here we are.
Yeah.
So a lot has happened in the last 3 weeks. We got a lot to take and cover and whatnot.
Oh man.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
Simon.
First of all, well, okay, we're gonna just start off on the music tip. Just keep it simple. Something probably everybody already know about. The little boy with the hair.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No, see, you still over
Why
there.
is he alive?
Got him.
The boy Jacquees, I think his name is.
Oh, the King R&B.
Yeah, the King R&B.
Wait. He said, yeah, he's the king. It's his. It's him. It's his, though.
Bruh, this is
But like, it's his, though.
Yeah.
You give damn who outside,
Bruh.
whoever over there, say, pimp.
I'm just thinking Trey Songz,
I know, like he not over here.
Chris
Usher,
Chris Brown.
Breezy.
Breezy,
Yeah.
Coming out, my man, Keith Sweat, crazy and
Keith
shit.
Sweat. Oh, you bringing it back on him?
Oh, yeah.
Keith
Get way
Sweat.
back.
R. Kelly. You know what I mean?
Let's leave
This was that was just a joke.
Yeah.
Watch the children.
Gonna piss
Yeah.
on you.
Man, I pieced him up
I don't know.
Oh, really?
man. I feel
You
like-
almost put the beats on him?
because he came up to him and asked him.
Oh.
I told him, like, yeah, I'm the king of R&B. Keith Sweat looked at him like,
What? Yeah.
his whole
He didn't even have to say nothing, though, right? Yeah. That's our era. We don't say
Keith
nothing.
Sweat, one of them dudes. He talk real low. He speaks off but carries a firm rod, man. So that's one person. Yeah. So we make comments that you.
Yo,
the king
what
of
about
R&B.
Neo, though?
Neo's
Man,
dope,
he done
yeah.
made hits for so
Songwriter,
many
yeah.
people.
Say,
Yeah.
And he was underground
if
before
we
he
gonna
dropped.
do
Yeah.
it, are you allowed to put T-Pain over there?
Bruh.
Yeah.
He can
He's a
sing.
good
You
singer.
take the auto-tune off, that man
Yeah,
can
he can
sing.
sing, though.
Sing, yes.
But he got everyone singing on auto-tune who can't sing.
You know what I'm saying? And he can really put something up.
Yeah.
Boy, he really got
Oh,
something.
he's coming to San Antonio next week, so yo, be sure to check him out. Constantly
yeah.
coming
That's what's up.
January 6th, I
Yeah,
believe.
can't forget
January
Pain.
6th, good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on out there. So,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
you can't. One thing you can't do is just pull up out the house. Just come out the house. Be like, yeah, this me.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out, bro. He got one song that I think everybody
Yeah.
like.
He got one
And
little
that, I
nasty
think
song.
even that joint got Trey Songz on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. So, what are you doing? Chill out, cuz.
And you know what? He started rapping first. You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Pain came out as a rapper, and he was cold. And they was like, let's see what they're singing about.
Yeah. Remember he did that karaoke joint. That was a rap.
Yeah.
That karaoke where he ended that album, that Three Rings album.
Oh, yeah.
The karaoke.
I'll be real with you though, man. As far as R&B goes, like it's just not what it once was, man. It's just like once the 2000s
It depends on the
came.
heart though. It depends on the heart though, cause like
There's
if
still
you-
some good singers.
it's-
I don't know, like Boys and Men, like for example, hold on, so, like Boys and Men, they taught you how to love a woman, you know how to treat a lady and stuff, and now they just trying to man, drop that D off, you know, on the first
Well,
day.
yeah,
right.
hold up now. We're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the 90s, ain't we?
Well, in the 90s to now, 2018.
I know,
so
but
a
the
lot of-
90s was nothing but dropping the D off music. It was, if you think about
Some
it.
of it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but
I
we
remember
had
the
options.
H-Town
Well,
video.
But remember
You know
though,
what I'm saying?
there was a build up though. There was a build up in the 90s. You know what I mean? There was a
You know what
build
I'm
up.
saying?
Like you kind of got it juicy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's grown
but-
folk talk.
I mean-
But nowadays it's just like they pull up and it's it. It's
I know, but the only thing different is like in the 90s R&B, they was just like, oh yeah, baby. Hey girl, this is me, Mike.
But we had New Edition as well,
And
too.
like introduce a whole clique and then we in here. Like that's the only thing. But like through the whole video, it's the whole and that throwing it back in there after. But you but he saying like the whole video was like that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's like
Body
choreography.
rocking,
Like I
moves.
remember H-Town
Jenny
had the
Wine,
two
I mean-
dudes. H-Town had the two dudes in the back with the overall song.
Yeah.
In
Are you talking about the old videos? You talking about the old videos?
I remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So you no.
All I'm saying is that we had more options in the 90s, man. You know,
Right.
you know,
right.
Yeah,
That's
it.
true.
It's just
Yeah.
nasty. Like, for example, my wife told me I talk about this when I talk about anything. So my wife used to take and work at a clinic, and like, just like you hear all the music they talking about now, it's like some girls that think that they the baddest ones out there, man. Be the same ones with chlamydia and herpes, all stuff. Some girls used to take and go around clowning people, man. They nasty. So yeah, this
Yeah.
music got people acting all kinds of crazy.
That makes sense. That's,
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it's just your 20s. I hope it's just your 20s. Hell, man.
Yeah.
Don't let your 20s take you out the game like that.
And be the same girls who walking into that STD clinic to get a pap smear singing Jack Weez and Chris Brown and stuff. I'm like, yeah, so yeah.
Can't be doing that. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's not a good, not good promotion. That's how
Oh,
it
yeah.
Look at all.
But no, I think that's why, like, I think in society now, like, people they run towards the people like the Kendrick Lamars, the Jake Williams, kind of different genre of music. They run towards them, but they run to the Raheem Devons, who's still making good quality R&B, because they give us something different. They may not make as much money as, say, Rick Ross, who's talking about a bunch of ignorance and filth, but hey, you know, they're gonna give us something different. They're gonna give us something revolutionary.
well. Respect due. Rose that's my guy.
He hustler. I give him
can't
that.
let
but
you
it's-
have that one. Maybe Rose Trilla Rose. And before all that.
You know
But
what?
Now I don't know, cause that last one was
I'll tell you
that last one was
as
respectful too.
with Rick Ross and who else? I think Ace Hood. I can't think of that record label name right now.
You talking about
is
We the
that?
Best
What is it?
or-
Not We the
Maybach?
Best.
We the best, right?
It's Maybach. Maybach
Maybach.
music.
Maybach music.
Maybach music.
Yeah.
Okay, so all those guys, they all cut. You know what I mean? They all cut and they all come from where we come from. You know what I mean? They go hard. So I can appreciate what they do and how they did it. As far as like the content is definitely there. I think like they got the lyrics. You know, they talking about what they doing. Now, what I don't agree with is like kind of what we talked about in the last podcast with
Right.
Takashi. I hate to bring this cat up again. Like it's old news. I think that's the last time I'm gonna say his name. But what I mean is that, right? I heard that. I was like, he's Japanese.
Takashi.
I thought it was Japanese. Pikachu too.
I was like, Takashi
You look like a Japanese girl, bro. What up, go?
Oh, I wouldn't even have a Migos CD. I can't really say that I can listen to all their music and be like, oh yeah, I relate to that. Because I ain't no dope dealer, you know what I'm saying? But I understand what they're going through. And I'm not knocking the dude because, you know, they hot. It's just a lot of the kids are influenced by the Migos. They want to be the Migos and they go get locked up or they go get into trouble and think, oh, well, you know, that's what they do and that's the cool thing to do. And you know, it's just society and how it is, you know. But us as grown folks, we got to elevate ourselves and you know, think
Put
prosperous.
the influence up there.
Yeah, that's the whole point of what we trying to do.
I think a lot of times we're not doing that. We got a society that's more I feel like more wanting to follow.
And as you
You
were
want to
saying,
follow more. You
as
don't
you were
really.
saying-
You don't want to have the answer yourself. You want somebody else to have
Find
the
it.
answer
You want- yeah.
to then do the rest of it for you.
I think with the rise of social media,
Right.
everybody's not really going after content. It's more so, what can I do to get the views?
Yeah.
Views,
Right, right,
how I
right.
can go viral.
That's why you got the girl. That's why you got the girl that the classic mirror picture, right? And then you got the regular woman who's just doing regular stuff, and then you got us. And what we seeing? Us here. It might be, what is it? 5 of us?
Yeah.
5 here. 5 out of 5 guys. You might have 2 of them might be like, oh snap! Wait a minute. You might think about it, but when she don't pay attention to you is what really pisses me off. Is when she not paying attention to you, you got an attitude.
Yeah.
That guy, it's like
Yeah.
he tried to say something, but only reason she not saying nothing to you is because you not the one that she wanted to be saying this to in the first place.
Yeah.
But you got this guy raising hell or causing trouble over this. She didn't say this to him in the picture, or right back to him in the picture. So she take her picture and send it to her whole family.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
little
Like,
salty
And-
shit.
you
and
got
I think-
little stuff like that in between during the whole, you know.
Yeah, I think with society too, man, it's just like the blind leading the blind. Like for example, if you had look how many. So those that don't know, I'm half Puerto Rican, you know, and then wife's black, you know, my brother's black, you know.
I'm of course Puerto Rican, which you couldn't even tell. I just look black.
That's
That's what I write.
But
Black.
like from the standpoint of look how many of our people live underneath the poverty line. Like let's look at this from a different aspect. So look how many, for example, black people, Puerto and Mexicans, so forth, and even some poor whites, you know, they live underneath the poverty line. And so when you have music that from like Kendrick Lamar or Tupac or something like that that is uplifting, that goes up against the government, this government that was built off of white supremacy. When you have something like that, it's a threat to them. So it's very popular for these big corporations to take in back these record labels who are going to sign. Was it 300 record label that has guys like the Migos who are kicking that ignorance, making poor folks more materialistic and stuff like
for
that.
things we can't afford.
For things that we can't even afford.
And you know what's funny?
Wait, hold on, I will say one more thing. Could you imagine if, with all the amount of Latino millionaires and black millionaires and so forth, right? If we pour that money back in the community, if we stop spending on these retailers that don't give a crap about you, mind you, because we can't wait for the government to change us. I look at it from that aspect. So that's why when I look at someone like Rick Ross, I'm like, you're still talking about trapping. You're still glorifying it, bro. You don't have to do that no more. You know, I'm happy to see guys like even like Jay-Z finally like say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna make no more big pimping records. I'm gonna make something that actually matters. You know, I'm gonna talk about black entrepreneurship, different things of that nature. So when I look at guys like that, like I can't think of Lil Pump and all these guys, it's just like you're an idiot. Like you have nothing. If you die today, you have no legacy. If you die today, you have no legacy. You left nothing behind. You did nothing to
That's
empower
not
your
what they're
people.
worried about, though. They're not worried about
I
legacy.
understand.
They're
like
not
that
worried
J. Cole
about.
Yeah.
They're not
Just
worried
like
about
that J.
legacy
Cole
Right.
or what is it? Equity.
But you mentioned that, and you like if you look at it, minimum wage is $15 an hour now. That's the
Some
minimum wage
That's
here in Texas.
crazy.
So if you think about that, a couple years ago, you making $15 an hour, you was doing good.
Yeah.
You was doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's minimum wage nowadays, and what these rappers are promoting is anything out of what we can afford.
Yeah.
It's like, how many Bugattis you see sitting outside in the parking lot right now?
Nah.
None. It's like, I can't get that. I can't go buy 5-carat diamond rings and chains and stuff. And then you put this materialism out for the people to see, and then every time you give someone something, they don't even appreciate it because they think it's more that they're supposed to get or more that they're
Every
deserving.
time tax season drop, man, the government throw. And I know because I used to get 10 grand because we was living in Section 8 housing up in Rhode Island. They'll throw that at you to keep you down. They'll keep giving you
Oh
more
yeah,
welfare.
$8,000 for your kids.
Oh yeah,
food
it's they give you $1,000 per
Yeah,
child.
I've
and all
been
this-
there.
And it's one of those things. It's like, what is that doing to help you? Like, what
Bringing you
is
down,
that doing to help you?
keeping you in Section 8
How
housing.
many people you know
in the
that are
system.
just off that?
And there's a lot of people. I mean, my wife came from that. I met
Yeah.
my wife. She was living in the projects, and she was living on Section 8. We were
Right.
on food stamps. And I was like, we're not getting nowhere. We're staying here. They're
Right.
keeping us isolated in this neighborhood. There's
Yeah.
people living in subdivisions, millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And it's like the generational things of, like, say our musicians that we're talking now.
Right.
When we look at them and they're like, okay, yeah, I want to be that rapper. Yeah, I want to be that.
Yeah.
What do we get out of that? And they're not giving back to those neighborhoods, or they're not building their neighborhoods. They're getting their money and they're
Selfish.
moving on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
video in
like,
that neighborhood, but
but
that's about it.
you
Yeah.
look at someone like Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
You'd be like, man, I want to make a computer. I want to start my business. I want people to buy that product and to
Right.
sell that product and to make it to go multiple places.
Right.
You know, those are people that we should be idolizing and people that
Yeah.
we should be looking up to.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good and it looks good, but what's it going to get us at the end of the day?
Right.
Except jail, prison, and
Yeah.
things that we can't afford. Because how many rappers you know have gone bankrupt?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even 50 Cent. And I'm not putting 50 down because I had every 50 album that came.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day Massacre,
All that.
talking about get
All the
rich, die
mixtapes
trying.
and all that.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Everybody's
50
scared of
goes
50.
hard, but he
That's
went
what-
bankrupt.
Yeah.
He had businesses where he bought vitamin water.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think this man would be doing good.
He got sued by Rick Ross. That was the start of it.
You know?
Was
It's
it $50
like-
million or whatever? For,
Yeah. Like, man, but I mean,
Build your name
but
like
that
Nas.
goes
Like
with,
you're saying,
yeah.
old
but
rappers
that goes
who.
with like us. Like we grew up seeing that. Like you know how. Okay.
Well, and
Like
one more
how
thing.
we were talking
One more
about
thing.
how we didn't
Yeah.
come up like
yeah.
to regular, I guess,
Regular
what
kids,
a
yeah.
Black American would say, me, you, us, right?
Yeah.
So
Grew up in Southeast Asia. man.
because of that,
Man.
we didn't have just this influence to just you go outside. This is you seeing. You saw this on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
We
saw
saw
this
something different if we was
on
overseas.
on movies.
Yeah.
And then you know the hood classics because you watch the hood classics.
Yeah.
So when you go to the hood, they like say, you seen Friday? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And they say, you seen Tales from the Hood? Yeah, I seen Tales from the Hood. Like, yeah. So you only know all of this from what you was seeing, TV, internet, music, all the same stuff that everybody was like, but man, I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to tell you how I was feeling at the time. He was like, yeah, but you saying this, giving me this positive ass speech, telling me this positive bullshit, telling me all this greatness and how great I can be, and then as soon as I push play on your album, it's a fucking quarter, and then this
Yeah.
Straight up.
yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it got us. It's
and
So
like,
then what?
Yeah, I heard
what am I
T.I.
supposed to do with that? How am I
Yeah.
supposed to
And
translate?
here's the thing, like,
And I don't know the difference.
yeah, I heard T.I. say recently, not recently, a couple years ago back, he said, we'll only change it if the ghetto changes. And that's a kind of a mindset
man,
of
that's
like,
real, bro.
wait for the government to, no, like, we gotta be the change that we want to see.
You gotta be-
We gotta
Man,
lift
Pac
one
was
another
telling us
to-
this, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
we
Pac
be the
was
change
telling
we
us
want to
this.
see. We
The
need,
government wants you where you at right now.
Yes, exactly where we
How
at.
can
yeah. I know for the black community, they need allies. They need white folks who ain't gonna be able to say, no, I support Colin Kaepernick. No, I'm against police brutality. Yes, I'm gonna take, the government, I realize, is a machine. Doesn't matter if they're liberal or conservative. It's a machine. America eats its babies. It treats its veterans like crap. People call it. They put crack cocaine, Operation COINTELPRO. Go Google that. No
Reagan?
conspiracy. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, actually, before that, when Nixon was in office, it put crack cocaine in the black and Latino communities. You know what I mean? America
put-
eats its babies.
They put
GMOs in the food.
Sickle cell when they were offering
Yeah.
black people health care benefits,
Yeah.
and they were giving them sickle cell shots just to see the production of the cell, the Tuskegee experiment.
Some folks be like, Obama was a champion.
And that was done
Like,
by our government.
Nah.
The weather control, you can Google that.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
they
look
can
up the
control the
patent
weather.
number for
I'm
that.
like, yeah. So
Man.
I'm just like, I pray for the government. It's not a popular opinion. I even pray for the president, whether it's Trump, Obama, Bush, whoever. But it's sad, man. It's like people are like, oh, America was built on Christian values. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. It was not.
Skinning heads, bringing in enslaved
Even in
people.
Puerto Rico,
Oh,
in
my
Google
God,
this, Puerto
man.
Rico, the federal government went to Puerto Rico in, I think it was 32 or 38, and they sterilized, I think it was like 3/4 of a million women So because our population was booming and we was filling up New York City and stuff like that. I mean that's population control right there for you. I mean and this wasn't that long ago. Like there's people who are still alive who were part of this.
Well, Tuskegee experiments too was a population control thing.
And it's just like we're seeing it more subliminal, and that's why I bring up the point about the music, fellas, is that okay, all this is happening, but what is the biggest way to reach a generation? Music. And what goes in comes out.
This is second language.
It will train you. Music will train you.
It is.
Hey,
just like I told you when I talked to you before, I said if you go anywhere, you hear that. Okay.
That's real. Nah.
Okay,
Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it.
No matter where you at,
Yeah.
you know what that is.
yeah.
Anywhere.
I mean,
So-
certain melodies that come up that start, you already singing the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that's just crazy that you said that. How just being in youth and how everything was so. Like it's like I was saying.
You got some everyone don't know, like Journey, Don't Stop Believing, for instance.
Yeah.
Versus
Just saw him in
Tupac.
concert. It was magical.
Bro, California Love.
Oh,
That
yeah.
come on, even your grandma's out to see singing
Yeah.
that song. You know what I mean? Like,
I could tell you about Trick Daddy, but I don't know
and
too
it
much
made,
about
you know what?
geography.
But now that we're on that point, California Love made you want to go to California.
Yeah.
Made you want to be from California.
Yeah,
made you
all
want to
about
thrive in
Oh,
California.
you was trying to use West Coasting, boy.
What have you heard since that era? Or since, what artist has made you want to do that? Or Biggie making you want to be from New York or be like, man, I could see this happening in the streets. You know what I mean? I could see the visuals. It's like you put on like Young Thug or Tekashi. What you gonna see? Oh, I see that
Some dresses.
Lambo outside. I need to give me some dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Color each one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you were young, as a kid.
And I'm not. I
you
mean,
see,
I'm not
you
putting
gonna
that
do
down. It's just like this
That's
is what
just
we're
what
feeding
you
our
doing.
generation. We're not gonna
I know,
get
but we
nowhere.
letting that's us letting the kids talking to the kids and letting the kids take whatever they getting between each other because they not even looking at us no more. They like what something happened at some point where folks that like our generation did something and they was like from that point up, no.
Yeah, bro.
Because after that,
Yeah.
they've been just talking to each other.
Rebel. They're rebel.
They're doing
They have
stuff
rebelled
amongst
against
each
this
other.
generation and
They
the
haven't been
generation
doing
prior.
stuff and then being like, we ain't even been stepping in like, say, bro, we've been on our own shit. Like, okay, that's just y'all being young and dumb. Fuck, get out my face.
I mean, this generation had the Tide Pod challenge. That should show you where they at in
Yeah.
their thoughts.
And
their
many other
process.
challenges to go with that, man. Light yourself
You got
on
kids
fire,
really
jump
serious.
off the
Yeah.
Empire State Building, like.
Hey, planking was fun though.
Right?
Hey, good guy. You remember planking?
Oh, yeah.
Planking was fun. It was innocent. And don't
I'm
depends.
guilty of it. One of
He got some funny photos
Kiki,
online.
I mean, people hopping out their whips, like,
Yeah,
in the middle
I
of
mean,
traffic, like.
Say, like,
It
you
goes
didn't know
back to
nobody
what you
that
were
goes
saying.
slide the whip?
It's trying to get them likes. It's
Right.
trying to get that chick to notice you. They ain't really doing nothing positive like
It was
with,
different.
with the
That's what
information.
yeah,
they're
but
giving.
that's
Mass
really hard to
thirst
say
behavior.
too, because like it was different for us.
That's
Because
exactly
like I
what it
know
is.
for like
What was that, bro?
Mass
mass
thirst.
thirst behavior.
Yep, that's
Mm.
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Drop a
exactly
bomb
what
on
that
that.
is.
Oh man.
no, I think
Yeah, you have to throw the sound effect on that one. Mass thirst behavior. Okay.
Bro, you're gonna have to put me on.
That's
What
gonna
is
be a
that?
song.
Yeah.
Hey, talk to us about mass thirst behavior.
Mass thirst behavior is, I feel like somewhere, like you were saying, some point in the generational gap, men just stopped being men. We used to be,
Bro,
You know what I mean?
we
Like-
softened up, right? Like
Exactly.
men in general.
you always
Yeah.
been
Because our
surprised.
fathers coming up, he ain't play that shit.
My pops,
I couldn't even look at my mom stupid,
my pops
bro.
can't wait to walk up on me right now. Walk up on me.
No,
What's
you
up, what? What's that? What? Yeah, okay, I'm just
Yo,
saying.
you ever
You
had
clean
your,
my room, mom.
you ever
You
yo,
do it.
speaking of cleaning room, you ever had your butt woken up to get your
Oh
room
my
cleaned?
God,
My
yes.
mom was a savage, bro. You gonna clean it 3
You
o'clock?
gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. You gonna get all this
Let her
damn
tell
You
work.
wanna hop up mad, but you look at her face
No.
now. I'm gonna start cleaning this room. I'll call
Right
you when
now,
I'm done.
Right. Every Sunday, you wake
Right,
up.
right.
You need to wake up on Sunday to a whooping of Kurt Franklin.
Oh man. PTSD right there.
Something named Jesus. You be like, yes, G, yes,
Yeah.
God.
You know?
And you're right though, man. It is getting soft.
You know what make
Yeah.
you go to church on Sunday though when your pops like, go wait in that room. And you're like, What? You know what I mean? You just have to be in there waiting for hours. You just waiting for him to come.
Right.
You come outside, you go get your snack.
Yeah.
And then you go in the room, you like, oh, it's good. I ain't get my butt whooped. You come in that room, boom, like the Undertaker, like, yo. You hear that?
Give him that stare.
Dad walk in the room, his dad walk in the room like Stone Cold. Right. That bald head moving.
That's right.
That's how Jay wants
Yo, man, I mean, you think about it, like nowadays you go to the stove and you get onto your kid, you got somebody already on their phone. Oh man, he's abusing his kid. You know what I mean? They call CPS. They trying to do all this. They trying to.
Everybody can't wait to victimize this.
And then the kids think they think that's okay. They're like, okay, you can't hit me. You're my dad. Like,
and you know coming in.
But hey, say fam, let me just say now, the Lord has definitely, every time my name came across his desk, he has laughed hard. Because he know if I had one and my little boy walk up to me and say, bro, I'm going to call the police if you hit me.
So
you going to get it too.
You gonna need the SWAT team too, you know what I mean?
I'll call for you.
This won't be, I'm going to lose all of my strength. I'm going to forget I had it.
Wow. But
You
you
gonna
know
take
what
this
the
phone,
tie into?
Oh
to
man,
what we
that's
was
like
talking
when you
about?
found out the hotline number and they tell you to come get
Yeah,
the phone.
true.
Oh man.
You know what we was talking about with like the Instagrams and all that.
Uh-huh.
A lot of World Star. I ain't blaming them for it, but a lot of that crazy stupidity shit they've been doing nowadays on the internet. Everybody want to be in a World Star video. Everybody can't wait for something to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they could be like World Star. You know what I'm saying? And people just doing ignorant stuff.
They was doing it just so they can
Just to be on. Yep. Just to be able to say
Hey,
World
I
Star.
got one. What were you saying about what's
Oh no, I was just saying I agree. Like that's ever since they come on, it's just especially for our demographic, our people. It's like
Oh yeah, you can't put a
It
World
doesn't
Star
help us
video
at all.
about
Same.
75% of it being black people offspring and shit.
because I think we as a people need to understand like the power we hold. Like
We were kings, man.
exactly.
We were
Everybody
kings.
hates us. Everybody got feelings, but at the same time, nobody can live without us. And
Right.
We
over
and
time,
the
we forgot
influence.
what we have. What
Yeah, the influence is just so
Like my aunt
exponential.
said, I think my aunt said it best. You could go to school like when you were a kid. You could wear your drawers on your head for 2 weeks straight and look like a damn fool. But watch after 2 weeks how many other people gonna have their drawers on their head. You're trendsetters. You are the salt of the earth. You're the oil that keeps it going. That's why you're exploited. That's why you have. They need you in a constant state of consternation. Because once you get it, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like think about all the all the Asians that stick together. You know what I'm saying? Certain
The
European
Asian families are
Jewish
powerful, bro.
families.
They come here, they move their families here, they send money back to their families.
You imagine if
opening
black
shops.
people as a whole had that, we'd be the superheroes of this planet.
Yeah,
And that
closest
is
we
why.
have to that is the headlight in Walmart.
That's true,
That's
bro.
the closest we got to
That's
that.
true, man. Like,
Speak on that. What happened?
Like when you, like it's like in your brain.
Right.
Always. When you go somewhere and you be like just in public and you see another
You see
black
that one
man
brother?
somewhere,
That
you
one
look him in
brother?
his
Yeah.
face like you
you know,
like,
it's
no,
like,
like it's a thing. Like
Yeah.
you know what this is.
That's real,
You don't
bro.
have to have this conversation. Like you know what this is.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time.
all the time.
It's just natural. Like
You know
I
what?
know for me, it's natural. I just look up.
Yeah.
When I go to work,
Yeah.
see somebody say, "Bro, I got you. You need something?
For sure.
Let me
Good.
do." You know what I'm saying? Like naturally, that's
That's in
what
it,
it is.
yeah, man.
But we don't.
Yeah.
We do that for like 10, 15 minutes, and then we gonna do something else.
Right.
Like it's been like that with everything that you've seen. A lot of black people have to get together for.
Yeah.
When we all get together, we all talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
And like I say, like people be like 15 minutes of fame, it's that quick.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they was out here all talking about
Yeah.
everybody killing and blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
everybody, some rapper kid done died, everybody is
Yeah.
sending the videos and the pictures and the rest in peace. Oh, this kid inspired me. And then 2 weeks later,
Yeah.
drop the album
Yeah.
in that bed.
Yeah.
Somebody, we in here. Yeah, nah, nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like that.
What do you think? And I'm asking because I want to know. I want to educate myself more as well too. Obviously, I'm not black, but you know, some of my biggest heroes in life are black. Mom and dad, brother and stuff, my wife and so forth. But like, number one, what can white people do? White people who are listening on this, or even other people of color, it don't matter who. What can we do to take and help and support black people?
Show love, man. Just like he was saying, I worked all my life because that's how my dad raised me to work, you know, and being a black man in the workforce, you look around, there's not, what I've seen, where I'm at, there's not a lot of black people. At the job I'm at now, maybe there's 10 I can count on my hands.
Yeah.
But they love me just like they love everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And what brothers got it figured out, or what some brothers think is that either they hate the white man, which how my dad he had a hate for the white man. He's old school, you know what I mean? That's just how that generation was, because their generation was
and it
oppressed.
kind of depended on where they was from too.
Yeah. My dad had certain
pops
things
from the
that
South,
irked him.
right?
You know what I mean? And my dad was from North. He was from Philly, and you know how it is up there. Like it's very they don't play. It's black, white, Italian. You know,
You think
they all
because it's up
look
north and
themselves
it's
up.
very liberal that it's a certain way? Nah.
It depends on it.
But what you were saying though is like say you got brothers in the workforce. Like I'm one of maybe 10 at my job, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to even notice, man. You walk up, it is all up. Hey, what's up, bro? Like Chris was saying, I already know you're, because we the only brothers here. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And you know what I don't see is like Caucasian people. Yeah. You could have 10 Caucasian people, another Caucasian person walk in, and they can be all love. Like that one singled out brother, you know what I mean, or that one singled out Asian guy.
Whereas if like it's us three, like say it was 4 white guys and like 2 black guys, and some other black guys just sitting over there. Them 2 black guys gonna go see about him.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? If we was all sitting out, just in public talking, doing this right now, how many looks do you think we would get by people? We would get stared at, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's just because of where we.
And they don't know. You know, you're a manager. You're probably you're going on a manager. You work for a good company. Like, I'm not sure where you're at, but I know you came through a military base, so I know my man's doing his thing. You know, and I manage. So it's like, don't get it twisted. You may look and see, like my man was saying last week, one thing, but there's hard-working brothers here. There's hard-working Latinos, Caucasian, white. It don't matter what your color is. Like Doug was saying, what you can do is show love. Embrace the people that are around you and treat them like we are. Like, not for the skin color we have, but what we have inside each other. Heart, lungs, and brain. That's all the same.
Right.
We also got to start perpetuating the forgetting of all the past.
No, we can't forget the past.
You know,
that makes us.
Like, you know, I was talking to my dad the other day. He was a Black Panther. He was in the military. He went to Vietnam. Went to Desert Storm. I mean, we got to sit there talking about.
Thank you for that service. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Really appreciate all the veterans. But we got to talking about it, and it was like, you know, a lot of people don't even realize how, like you were saying, how long, like how short a period of time, you know, segregation was. You know, the civil rights movement.
It's not even 100 years.
You know,
One generation ago.
And this generation coming up, you know, they're forgetting it. And it's not being taught. It's not being learned. And it's not just that, you know, we're trying to help them forget. We're trying to teach them. They're not trying to learn.
Oh boy.
And you know, to go back to your question about, you know, Caucasian or any race, like he was saying, it's a lot of love, but we've got to remember that, to not make the same mistakes again. You can't keep perpetuating, you know, that white people are above us or black people are here. Or, you know, it's got to be at some point.
Eye to eye.
You got to be eye to eye. You've got to raise the standards for everything, not just you know, living, but you know, just everything.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Do you you brought some amazing points? I do. Thank you. Do you think that as far as what I'm saying, do you think that happens more in having more conversations like this?
Yeah, and you know,
to different people. Okay.
I think also too, as a black man, and not speaking for every black man, but just for myself, you know, the bringing up, you know, I get a little bit excited, but I'm not mad about it. I didn't go through it, but I'm going through the fact that I have a son, and one day he might get stopped by the cops, and I get afraid for myself being stopped by a cop.
Yeah.
I get afraid for him or
Yeah.
any of my, black people, anybody that's not
Yeah.
Caucasian, because the wrong move, you're dead.
You're dead.
And you're just a shirt.
Yeah.
You're just a movement for, like he was saying, a couple weeks. Everybody was doing all these, let's go march and parade and do all that. But then you look back and you look at what happened. Okay, everybody came together to march. But did you get anything done?
Yeah.
And how many of those people do you still talk to? How many of those people do you see now in the street? Hey, what's up, bro? And you keep moving. We've got to talk. We've got to hash this thing out as not as a race, as a whole generation of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not black, not white, not Asian. It's got to be everybody, because the only way we are really going to change it is for this to be not something you sweep under the rug, not something that you talk to your spouse when you're about to go to sleep. It's got to be put front
we walk in
street.
fear. This nation walks in fear because I mean, as a black man, like you said, getting pulled over, bro, I'm scared. I'm not even gonna lie because
And
I don't want to
even
die.
do that, yeah.
I get pulled over, my hands are up because I don't want
Already.
I
nothing,
get
bro.
nervous just them
Nothing.
pulling behind me and grab my
Yeah,
shit,
man.
Like, please, like,
And
man.
we shouldn't have to live like
I
that.
shouldn't
That's
have to,
serve and
no.
protect. That's our
But-
police. But all the things that's happening, that's how we
No,
gotta
that's what I
live.
was just telling you. Eventually, it's gonna lead to they're gonna be talking about it's crazy, and it's exactly what's gonna happen. It's because we're not gonna do nothing because it's been shown everything we do. No matter if you helping somebody, you stopping the situation,
Or just mind
telling them, "I'm got this with me. This is what's happening." You not doing nothing. You just playing with your kid over here, like anything.
Yeah.
Anything. You
Be in
man,
your
I
apartment.
could be out with my
Be in your
nephew.
apartment in Dallas.
Yeah, like I could
Or
be
stopping
with,
a mass shooting in Alabama. I believe Sergeant Bradford. Forgive me if I got his rank wrong, but he was stopping a mass shooting. Black man has an illegal firearm.
Yeah, he was licensed.
Yeah.
Everything.
A member of our United States military, and trying to find a bad guy, and then he ends up getting the one getting killed.
what about the guy that got killed in his house?
Yeah.
Like you can't just sit in your house either. Like
Yeah.
eventually,
It has people
it's
paranoid.
not gonna be.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure out something.
And then we have the
Eventually, 'cause
media.
We're not gonna play
the
that.
media trying to create a race war, whether it's the liberal side or the conservative side. You have Fox News spreading lies, and if you're
Most of these newscasts
they're the devil. Don't believe any of them, man.
are just they don't even check
even
the
the
facts
weather they
no
get
more.
wrong.
Right?
And another thing too, they gotta hold these people accountable.
Yeah.
They gotta hold these cops accountable for
Yeah.
these actions of just brutality
Yeah.
and just blatant racism and bigotry.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they do. They get suspended for a couple weeks. And
Nah,
then they
but-
get
yeah.
retirement.
But it's gotta be more. But that's like you said. It's building steps. Also, as black people too, I feel like we were saying, dude, we gotta elevate ourselves. First off, we cannot allow these people to perpetuate. This is what black people are. This is what the black
Man,
culture is.
oh my
we
God.
have got to elevate
I'm so glad
to
you
be
said
able
that.
to say, look, we
Oh
are
my
some
God.
kings. Okay, first off, we are some kings, and if we're not going to be treated and represent ourselves as kings, then don't even
Don't
put
go
it out.
outside.
I gotta
Don't
say
put it
this.
out.
I gotta say this. I learned this coming back from the States. Over there, overseas, they think we Lil Wayne and them.
They
Yeah.
treat us like kings, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you-
yeah.
They think we're them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Treated
saying?
like kings,
And
get
if
so
they
much
don't see
love.
Lil Wayne, they think we're menace to society or some dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They think we're wild.
They think
Yeah.
it's
It can't be
because
like
we
Mike
were on
Tyson
the
guy.
airplane, fam.
And
And
remember-
coming back here, and a lady told my mom, she was like, "I can't believe that you and your family are acting as a unit." She was like, "Why?" She's like,
Why-
"I didn't even know that black people could do that."
It's crazy.
Was
Like
this
that.
an Asian lady or white lady?
Yeah.
An Asian lady?
Because what they show.
Because what they
over
show
there on
over
the
there,
TV.
what they see is this, and that's why I'm saying I was like, I can't
It's-
even listen to
well,
other
it's
black
funny.
people say it
It's-
because they putting it out too.
You see Japanese cats with Dayton's.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? The cars
We used
all
to
low.
see Japanese
Black
dudes that
Dayton's
look like
low.
full East LA Mexican
Mexican
cats.
straight up, bro.
Yeah.
T-shirt
Like,
open,
yeah,
West
with
Side,
the
like
top
all
button
that,
up,
bro.
like,
Yeah.
right?
They don't speak no English, but they know this.
No.
They know that, right?
Yo, we used to see it all the time. So over there, that's how they see us. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know that until I came back. And I've been over here hanging and kicking it with y'all ass this whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now I'm coming back. Now somebody's
back.
asking me like, so why is it? What? You're really nice. Why are you?
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
that all the
'Cause
time.
I don't have to
Why
be-
is that wrong?
Why do you think I'm?
You're
think I'm
right.
saying
Right.
otherwise?
You're not
Yeah, but like it's like talking to me like I'm a,
Yeah.
like dog, you
Like
think I'm
you're
stealing your
simple.
purse? What the hell are you?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
2018. You fools stealing purses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get the same thing.
But like I get that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I get it too, because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
walk around with like the nicest look. Like I don't really look like you should just be walking up to me anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's
know what I'm
cash.
saying?
Yeah.
But I know,
brother.
but I know that I can't be like I know that, but that's what I used to do is I would like instead of me being myself like me now, I would do stuff like dress in a way like I would wear a Superman shirt or something, so it'll look like I'm not trying to be.
I think that's
Trying to be
You know
cool.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like wearing something like so I don't look. I'm still gonna but I'm just not
my,
this like
my,
this. You know what I'm saying? And I had to do that a lot.
Yeah.
And then when I figured it out, I was like,
Especially
I
out
don't
there in
really
Georgia, bruh.
need to
You-
do
where
that.
was it at? It was Kingston.
Kingston.
Hell no.
Yo, the
Trash.
population there, I had to go look,
It's
bro.
like
It's 643 or 683.
For those just tuning in, episode 1, we talked a lot about
God.
Rhode Island and Kingston, Georgia.
There is more people in jail than there is in Kingston, so that's like jail, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was like, damn. Only black guy too. I
Oh
bet.
yeah, and another thing we need to do, man. I need to do it myself. Get that goddamn knowledge. It's out there. Go get yourself some knowledge. If you ain't in school, find it. You can find it. You can have it.
Please
You have
stop
no
with
tools.
love and hip hop, please.
More tools than we had in our
Yes,
generation.
there is so much knowledge to empower yourself.
Yeah.
Man,
I honestly, like I was saying, I talk to my dad a lot. He is a big inspiration in my life. This man is a millionaire. He won't tell you he's a millionaire. You won't even tell he's a millionaire. He wears simple ass clothes and he looks like, an everyday dad. He's a millionaire. The reason why? Because he went out there and got that knowledge. He's investing, and that's what we need to do. We need to have more people investing and getting this money. And like he said, bringing it back to our community. And I read this quote on Facebook, and it blew my mind. I think I've seen about 1 million or so different quotes, people talking about this movie Bird Box. I don't know if you've seen the movie, I really don't care, it ain't even the point. But as many people was talking about Bird Box, that's how many people could be saying, hey man, you got a business, let me go spread the word for you.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't do. They see a friend and they're like, oh yeah, he's got a business, but I'm gonna go over here. And that's what we need to stop
you know what
doing.
they don't come for? The job. They don't come for the job.
Yeah.
Because they're here to follow. They need somebody to tell them what to do. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. You right.
They don't know what
But
to do.
that's what we need to do. Like us as black men, the younger black men, even us. We need to get that knowledge. We need to get in this investment game and secure a foundation for yourself and your family, because that's what I'm working at. That's what I'm working towards. I'm investing with them now and stuff, and it's looking good, but there's still so much I need to learn. There's still so much more I need to go through.
I want to ask you a question. Okay, so just like he's saying now, right? So imagine getting this knowledge. Like what I see is a lot of us is trying to live TV, like we said earlier. So we got the people trying to be loving hip hop. Mm-hmm. How many 40-year-olds going to the club in the middle of the night throwing drinks at each other?
More than I do.
Going to restaurants, not eating no food. Just in there to argue, talk shit, and throw drinks at each other.
Yeah.
How many grown-ass women doing that? But somehow, these 7 of them in all these cities, somehow they get in one room and get into all kind of crazy antics with all this money and all this. Look, that's who the image is going overseas.
yeah, the Kardashians,
That's who they seeing.
all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they come over here and you see them, and they coming from overseas, and they see the black woman in America, they think love and hip hop, all that shit,
that's
man.
how they act.
All of that. They look for that, and they gonna put her in that box, just like me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. Somebody from overseas can see this
Oh,
shit
that's
and be
DMX.
like,
He gonna
"He
bark
just
at me."
like the game right there.
Yup.
And
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
it's not just overseas, I think, too. Also here in
Shit,
America.
here,
And
I seen
like,
the
if you
show. A
live-
fucking guy said that the Asian people are descendants of cats.
yeah. And here's the thing, like I live.
That's cool.
Like,
And then
I've
the whole
seen
that
that.
Asian people eat dogs and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's
all
a
kinds
lot
of
of messed up.
stupid
And
shit.
like there's no
Stupid,
communication.
stupid.
Like when I lived in
people
Rhode
are
Island.
not knowing anything. They're just making stuff up.
Yeah.
What were you trying to say?
Yeah, I was saying like when I lived in
Rhode
Rhode. No, you good. When I lived in Rhode Island, it was like went to school. It was like 97% white, Middletown High School, and it was just like people they see those stereotypes. So when they see a black person talking proper,
Proper?
they consume it with it being white. Like, oh, you talk so
You talk
white.
like a
Well,
white
why are
boy.
you trying to
Yeah.
act white?
Oh, they always
No,
said
you know,
about
They said that
We
to me
say
all the
the
time
same
too,
thing
man.
to
They
each
know you
other.
talk proper
It's
as
the
hell.
bullshit.
Like, no,
We
I'm
say
a
the same
surfer
thing
guy.
to each other though.
Yeah.
Because if I'm talking,
Yeah.
you're like, "Hi, man, how's it going?
Yeah.
What's up, Doug? How are you doing,
Yeah.
buddy? What's up, man? How are you?"
Yeah.
And I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
He can see it and be like, "This nigga, man."
That's how it be.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's real. For him, he go, "This nigga, fuck is this guy?"
Right? Straight up. Corny ass nigga. Yeah.
You
Straight
know what I'm
up.
saying? That's how we do each other.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to get smart and learn something and be able to talk to somebody with some damn
Be
sense.
educated.
You're not allowed to
can't
have
do
that.
that.
You got to stay where I'm at.
We gotta be
And
the
then on
same
top
level.
of that,
Yeah.
you got to make
Man,
sure
Chris,
you as
that's-
real as me.
Yeah.
Because
Preach,
the only
brother,
one
preach.
that's been as real is me.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm the realest one out. And
Yes.
if you ain't did what I did, you ain't real at all.
Yes. Preach.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
Yeah,
That's
real.
what it is.
That's real.
That's exactly how we talk to each other. That's exactly how we treat each other. We cool as hell on the inside when mom is in the room and shit, and hanging out, doing all that. And as soon as you get outside and a little bit of pussy walk by, it's over
It's
with.
over, yo.
It's over with.
Yeah.
And it don't matter if she white, black, or whatever.
Yeah.
Walk by.
Yeah.
It's over. And any dude that be acting like he just the coldest one ever and ain't nobody bullshit.
Yeah.
He'll turn on his homeboy off this shit. Cause how many homeboys? I know a bunch of them.
Oh, I know
who
some
done had
of
the
them too.
homeboy
Yeah.
that had cheated the girl that
Yeah.
had cheated with the homeboy. Like it's out there.
Yeah, all the
so
time.
we do each other
We
crazy.
do crap.
And just be acting like we not doing
We
it.
was in a clique and that was happening in our
Yeah,
clique. You know what I mean?
like we was in this,
people cold.
doing
bro.
it to each other. We it's
Best
we just
friends.
do
We
it.
growing up and we just doing each other.
Just
grimy
doing it
because
to
that's
each
what they
other.
put out
Because
there.
when you grow up and you be like, damn,
Learn it in the music.
you got to think about it when you grow up. Like, oh man, like
Oh,
I had
I'll
to do
say
that.
this.
I had
Yo,
to sit back and be like,
newsflash.
Yeah.
I heard Bill Cosby and Tekashi 6ix9ine are selling the shit or sharing the stuff.
Slow that too, little motherfucker.
Please.
Oh,
man.
But no,
Yeah,
I'll say-
that's real talk though. That is real
If I
talk.
can say something in the midst of
Yeah,
all
we
this
do.
ugliness, and it's so great that we bring this to light because it's the light that exposes everything, and then once we see the problem, we can start to deal with the problem.
Yeah.
and that's the hope and prayer. I pray to God that my daughters are mixed; they're both half black, and it's like my daughter's
son's mixed.
my daughter's J and L. It's like, man, I want them to grow up in a world where they don't have to worry about.
They could walk in peace.
They can walk in peace.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
not have to deal with that.
And it's sad that, you have all these
Nothing.
different sects. So you look, sects, CTS, I say it like that. But of people, I mean, you look at all the division in the black community, and then also my girls are also mixed. So like, are they going to have identity issues? I mean, and we live in a society where it's like, you have to pick a side. You have to,
Yeah.
you can't just appreciate your culture. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you got bullshit with crap with the music, with the government and all that stuff. And it's just like, it's one thing after another. So it's like, that brings me to the next topic I want to bring up, fellas. What is hope? What is truth? For me, it's Jesus Christ. I
All
think
day long,
he's
brother.
he's the ultimate
Man,
unifier in all this.
Yes, sir.
You got a lot of false. The church is broken. I'll just say it.
Oh, it
It's
is,
broken.
man,
You
it
got the Joel Osteen guy who just pulpit pimping, and
Oh,
you
man.
got the politicians who are manipulating people who are saying, I'm a Christian. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Oh, I love Him. We're gonna build a wall. And it's like, oh, well, what does the Bible say about that? Let's actually take it to Scripture. I mean, you have a lot of different things like that, so it's just so much division. But I think the unifier in all this, it's just my opinion. I'd like to know what your guys is. Is number one Jesus Christ, and then also talking to one another in prayer. I think those three things we could conquer great things.
That's
But
the only thing.
we're
that
gonna
we
keep chasing
have.
our tail, man.
As human beings, that's what we have.
If you ain't got
That's
Christ,
it.
you only have the devil.
Yeah,
man,
in-between.
there's no-
There's no
Yeah.
middleman. Like
Nah, 'cause look,
as a
like-
human being, that's all you get.
If you go to Genesis, first things that happen,
Excuse me.
a brother kills a brother, and we talking about brothers putting each other down. So that's one side of evil. A brother kills a brother, and a man, woman disobey God, like men and women do all the time. Right off the bat, that tells us we're not perfect, and we need to walk and pick one side or another. And if you do the good, you're going to get the good. If you do the bad, you're going to get the bad.
but you so.
And as he was speaking, you brought up hope and peace. So I wanted to pull up some scripture that actually includes both. It's from Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans and thoughts that I have for you, says the Lord, plans for peace and well-being, and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." And I mean, like he said, our hope is Jesus, man. Like, we walk in this imperfect world, and you had a perfect man walk this imperfect world perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, am I gonna have my hope in Tekashi 6ix9ine? Am I gonna have my hope in Donald Trump?
There has to be
Because all that
something more.
stuff's gonna die.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ is eternal.
Yeah.
I can hold on that forever, and you can't take that from me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So
So
not take that.
yeah, I get that because I think a lot of as people, as humans, we forget that these musicians are just musicians.
Yeah.
You forget that these actors are just actors. They just distract you for a little bit.
yeah.
Every movie, the Star Wars is 2.5 hours of distraction. You enjoy the distraction.
Yeah.
It's a good distraction,
Yeah.
but it's distraction.
Yeah.
You could be doing anything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I play video games. It's a distraction. You don't need it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
nice,
Yeah.
but it's a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, you could be doing anything else, studying,
Yeah.
reading up, getting the knowledge, training,
Yeah.
anything. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, as humans, only thing you have is
Distraction.
Yeah, and it's just like you look at everything, all the distractions, whether it's the, you know, the Kardashians, or whether you have this new rapper, this politician, or whoever it is. It's like at the end of the day, you got cancer rates through the roof. People
Yeah.
committing suicide. 10-year-olds slitting their throat.
Yeah.
there's
People
still
shooting up
somebody-
schools. But in the midst of all this, this is Satan's land. I'm not talking about America. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about like Earth. You know, he's was it the Prince of the Air? The Bible says.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's one of those things. It's like in the midst of all this, there has to be hope. We can't. There has to be purpose. You know what I mean? Like people.
He's OG. He's OG.
Speaking of the devil. No, I'm playing. Dog. I'll continue in 1 second. I'll continue in 1 second.
Sit.
But but back to what I was saying was that that was the prince of the air. But if there's bad, there's good. And where does good? Where does truth lie in? You got all these different religions out there. You know what I mean? People, I saw Nick Cannon talking the other day about spirituality in the universe, and you're going to pay for it in the cosmos, and all these different things. And there's so much different religions. But at the end of the day, there has to be one truth.
B.O.B. the earth is flat. I mean, there's a couple of them, man.
Boy, Tom
Yeah.
Cruise is
Tom Cruise,
Scientology.
I was about to say,
Hey,
yeah,
real
man.
quick, speaking of Tom Cruise, wasn't he with Katie Holmes?
Yes, he
That
was.
used to be?
Yes, he
Hey,
was.
do you think Jamie Foxx sang DJ?
Oh,
Play this girl alone?
bruh. He had to play it up there.
Right after Collateral? Right after Collateral? You think
Oh,
he did
man. Bro, I didn't even know I forgot that piece of movie.
Hey, did you ever thought about that?
Oh, no.
I
He
did.
had to play that girl song after Collateral.
That was a great movie, man. That was a
Bro, I forgot they were in that together,
They
dog.
were best friends, bro.
Right.
Hey,
Chris.
this is what we just talking about this.
So much for the sequel.
Oh, my God. Bro, you just
Talk
brought
about
life
your
to me, man.
homeboy
That's
getting your
old.
boy like that. We just said it.
Hey, whenever you want it, I got it. Still in my pocket. I got it. Watch out.
Man.
Hold them. But
Oh,
remember
man,
that.
bro.
But
Yeah, think about that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jamie
dog.
Foxx sang, play
Oh.
that girl a love song.
yeah.
As soon as he got
Oh,
done with
no.
Collateral,
Yeah.
stepped right out. Boy,
I got
you
this.
remember that, Jamie? Jamie
That was a
with
good
the
movie.
Beretta if a nigga come through.
Oh yeah.
You remember that, Jamie? Boy,
That was a
shut
great
up.
movie,
That's
man.
after.
Yeah.
With Luda. That's after.
Crash.
No. What's the joint he had with Ludacris?
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unpredictable.
Unpredictable. That's after Unpredictable,
Yeah.
Jamie.
Oh,
That's with the Beretta. You serious out here in these streets?
Jamie's a talented dude. I mean, he does
He can
comedy,
sing, rap,
Oh, that's
sing,
him.
rap. I mean,
Oh, that's him. Right.
even getting beat up by a little Cool J couldn't stop him. So yeah, he keep going.
Yeah. My bad. I had to throw that out there.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, we gonna wrap it up, and now we want to thank everybody who got the time to take and tune in today to War and Peace 210. Last time we had shot, just to give y'all a heads up, we didn't have our social media set up or anything like that. For everybody, we're on Twitter. You can go on Twitter, and I believe it's War and Peace 210 is the URL, and then also as well we have a SoundCloud as well too. So also War and Peace 210 is also the URL for that. We're working on our Facebook right now. Also as well, we're live to you on Instagram as well. So I believe we're still trying to work. I think we're if you look up War and Peace 210, we'll pop up in the search box as well. And then also as well, we now have a YouTube page as well too. So if you also look up War and Peace on there, you can also find us as well. Absolutely, we got
Praise the
two
Lord.
guests. We have my brother, I'm here, brother. Like,
Hey, brother.
no, this is my actual brother.
Man.
Y'all don't even know how serious
We
this is.
have Fatal, Sai Kazama, and then also Fatal used to be in a group called
The executives, hey man, and y'all look out for them boys because we coming back. We dropping 2 LPs. Got my man Sakazama with his. You gonna be looking out for Fatal Attraction from me. Hey man, it's all love 210 all the way down to Houston, Virginia, back to Florida, AZ. We showing out for everybody, man. Much love to y'all.
Nationwide, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Nationwide.
except for Rhode Island.
Hey, Countdown City, holla at your
go.
boys.
210 all day, man. So
Yes, sir.
love y'all. God bless you, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the week. And y'all will catch us up very soon. We're gonna continue to get better equipment as well too, and things will just continue to take off from here. So
Yes,
peace.
sir.
One Peace.
That's how you do it, shawty.
Yeah. Let me end this.
Good one, bud.
Yeah, man.